Welcome back. I'm going to be working on a lot of different boilie videos. I'm just going over a basic one today. The CC Moore makes all kinds of different base mixes. This one here is just a live system. This one all you have to do is add eggs to. It's that easy. For a kilo you add 9 eggs. And then if you want to do half a kilo, or actually one half kilo, it'd be about 4.5 eggs, and so on, depending on how big of a mix you want to make. You can add other ingredients and additives to the mix and make your own custom boilie. The other ones you have to add a liquid to, but this one here already has all the attractors mixed right into the base mix. So let's get started. I'm just going to do a 2-egg mix today. Okay, I got my scales out here. I'm going to zero this out for my container. Like I said, for the 1 kilo base mix, it's 9 eggs. So half a kilo would be 4.5, and then a quarter is down to 2.5 eggs. So if we're going to shoot for, have it on pounds here, I'm going to shoot for roughly half a pound, just a little over 8 ounces. Okay, I was slightly over, and then I'm going to crack my eggs here. Like I said, I'm just doing a 2-egg mix. That way I can just make some different hook baits. You know, you make some dumbbells or, you know, whatever you want to do. So let me get my spoon out here. Zoom over here. Okay. Like I said, this is just for a standard mix. All you need, just 2 eggs. Yeah, mix those up good. Like I said, you can add different ingredients to this if you want, add different additives to your base. But right now we're just going to do a simple one. Yeah, just to show how these are made. So I'm going to go ahead and put about half of it in to start. Mix these up. I usually work from the inside to the outside. You smell how good this is. Oh, live system. Kind of like a nutty, sweet smell. It's hard to describe until you actually smell it firsthand. Okay, still too wet, so add some more. I'm just going to do this by spoon until we get to our last step, then I'll get my hands in here. Which will be very soon. Put the camera up here a little bit. Okay. Right now it's pretty wet. Actually I'm going to add a little bit more here. It does feel pretty wet. So now I was using 2 large eggs, by the way. Just kind of try to get all that dry. Anything that the dry mix left over. Just want to kind of knead it like you would bread. It's a little sticky to the touch, so I just keep going into the dry. Now I'll keep incorporating it into the ball. Might have to add a little bit more. Kind of press it down. Okay, just about there. I'll put just a little more on. Just kind of push that down with your hands. Flip it over. Okay. Looking good. Just keep working this around. It's going to stiffen up the mix. And then finally, you do want to let this rest. That way any of the liquid will fully absorb into the dry ingredients. Even though we have this into a ball right now, it's always best to let it rest. Okay, so here we are. I'm actually going to get a Ziploc bag and put in so it doesn't dry out. And then we'll come back in about 5 minutes. Okay, let it rest here. I'm going to go ahead and turn this into a sausage. I'm going to put it into my gun here. Just kind of roll it out just so it will fit in my gun. Okay, time to get my air gun out. I rolled this into more of a cylinder, that way it'll fit into my gun here. Press that down in. And put our top on here. Okay. Hook up my air line. Okay. I just got this off of eBay and it's working pretty good. My mix is pretty stiff, so I'll turn the pressure up. Okay, it took me a little bit till I could get my pressure right on my gun. This is the first time I used it, so I don't want to bore you with that. And so we're ready to roll some boilies. Got my sausages here. Turned out pretty good for, I got that gun off of eBay for pretty cheap. So I dropped that in. Gonna make dumbbells because I didn't have the right size nozzle. So drop these in. Okay, last sausage. Put that in. Okay, we'll finish up here at the tray. Okay, here they came off. This turned out pretty good. Basically my boilie set up here. Got a 45-degree angle. They fall into the tray. Now these turned out to be dumbbell just because I don't have the right nozzle size. But then they just roll down. Have a slight angle here. And then go into my bin here. Just I'm working on different things here. So you can see that. And then we're going to go over to pot here. Bring us to a boil. And we'll get some boilies going. Okay, we got our water to a boil. Now I'm going to put in our boilies. Just be careful so it don't splash on you. Okay, there we go. We'll let this cook for a few minutes until they're nice and cooked, and we'll put them on our air dry racks, which I showed you in the other video. Okay, they've been cooking for just a little bit. You'll notice as soon as they're just about done, they'll start coming to the top. And that's a good indication they're just about ready. I'll let that in there just for a little bit longer. Then we'll transfer them over to our air dry rack. So you can kind of see them floating around now. I think they're just about done. So we'll go ahead and I'm going to transfer them back into my bin. Just get all the excess water off of them. And there we go. Okay, next step is we'll go to our air dry rack. Okay, we got my air dry rack here. And we're just going to let these sit out and then cool. Okay, you can see them on the air dry rack here, which I made in the other video, which I'll put a link for that. I'll let these sit overnight, probably about 24 hours worth. And then I'll either bag them up or freeze them. Again, this is CC Moore Live System base mix. Really easy to do. Eggs in your base mix and you're good to go. And later on we'll show you more advanced recipes. Thanks for watching.